At this time, I would like to turn the meeting over to Dr. Ryan for an introduction of recognitions this evening. Dr. Ryan?
Yes, thank you, President Pardo. So as we continue to use our strategic plan, LEAD 2.0, to guide our work in GCISD, we always highlight at this point of the meeting a different aspect of the district to show our trustees and to show our community the work that we're doing with LEAD 2.0 and how those goals impact our students. This month we're going to highlight the positive impact that our instructional technology team has made with its Canvas Academy. And so I'll introduce Janie Statch. I see Janie there. She's our coordinator of instructional technology. Janie, thanks for joining us, and we'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. It's an honor to introduce Carson and Ashley this evening. The work they are about to present speaks to the value of the collaboration happening between instructional technology and campus leadership. This work exemplifies our values of purpose, innovation, and community, and it is an example of leading from where you are. Ashley White is the learning liaison at Colleyville Heritage High School, and Carson Jackson is an instructional technology coach who works very closely with our high schools. So I'm going to hand it over to them.
So I'm going to interrupt right quick. I was at Colleyville Heritage, and I was in the hallway, and Ashley came out into the hallway, and she approached me, and she said, do you have 3 minutes? Well, I didn't have 3 minutes. I was already late and I was behind. But how many times does Ashley White come ask me for 3 minutes? Never. So I said, I better go in and see this. And so I went into her office, and she showed me the work that she and Carson had been doing with our teachers with Canvas, and it was just amazing. And 3 minutes turned into about 20, and I just loved every minute of it. So I said, we've got to hear about this, because good work is happening, and we were better in September than we were in August. We were better in October than we were in September, and we're better in November than we were in October. And it's because of the leadership of all of our teachers, but also people like Ashley and Carson and Janie, and the work that they do every single day to just help people learn a little bit more about this work. This is the first time in the history of the world that we've ever had to do something like this. And so it's just taken us a while, but they're doing outstanding work. Now you can go, Ashley.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ryan. And thank you, Dr. Schnauz, Dr. Dorman, Dr. Gropel, and Janie Statch for believing and supporting Carson and I in this endeavor. Canvas Academy is a professional learning course that Carson and I have co-created, and it's to support our work in GCISD with Goal 1, actively identifying and removing barriers that limit access to and opportunity for learning. We believe Canvas Academy is rooted in research, and it has a very thorough implementation planning process that we hope to highlight for you. And so here we go. Last spring, almost every piece of feedback that we had, at least at my campus, Colleyville Heritage, was highlighting a very real need that we have, and that the students wanted and needed a consistent method for accessing their materials and their course content. And what ended up happening is when we have a district who's been one-to-one for so long, and you have a lot of just professional educators who take control of their own learning. Just on my campus alone, there were 10 different ways that teachers were getting the curriculum to their students. And it started to provide it started to be a barrier to some students learning, because they just were getting confused between the 10 different ways that their teachers could have been organizing the information. So what this means is GCISD decided to make the courageous decision to implement Canvas 6th through 12th grade, and then ever since then we have been working to remove those barriers for all 7,000 or more than 7,000 of our secondary students. Let's see. So the purpose of Canvas Academy is to improve the clarity, the consistent expectations for student engagement and learning by creating a consistent design flow for accessing, completing, and submitting their work through modules for all secondary students. And we believe that once where Canvas Academy accomplishes this, we will be able to achieve this vision of creating a sustainable curriculum that is just further refined with each passing year for our 600 educators and the over 1,000 courses that they teach.
To give you a little bit of background on our Canvas implementation and professional learning history, this is a timeline that represents where we were summer of 2020 all the way until where we are now. So we started with Growing with Canvas, and Growing with Canvas was an implementation course developed by Canvas that they handed us, and they said, this is what we have for you guys, and this is going to prepare your teachers. And it did what it needed to do for the summer of 2020, and all of our secondary teachers went through Growing with Canvas, and that was their professional learning for this summer. But it was not GCISD-ified, as we like to say. It didn't target those specific needs that we know our GCISD teachers need to have in order to be successful in Canvas. So we developed the Canvas First Day Ready course, which was equipping our teachers with the necessary skills that they needed to walk into a classroom on the first day of having remote learners and face-to-face learners and being prepared. As we know, we learned and grew and refined, and here we are now with our Canvas Academy. Our first why for Canvas Academy is to lessen the gap between teachers and their instructional technology knowledge and skills. So my team specifically, we do instructional technology walks all around the district to see where teachers are using technology. And we use something called SAMR, as you can see in that graphic. And what we know is teachers are doing amazing things, but we don't have one strong foundation that we as GCISD have rolled out to equip them in strong foundational skills. We have strong foundational skills, don't get me wrong, but we have teachers that are at all different levels. And so we use SAMR to identify that, and we know that that's our why number one for Canvas Academy, and we're going to get into a little bit more of that in a second. Our why number two is that our teachers need to have 100% of our teachers need to have a strong foundation in Canvas to build upon. So we can't have that enriched content. We can't have anything that we know our students need if our teachers don't have these strong foundational skills. So that's why we are, as a team and as a district, are working to create Canvas Academy. Our plan is to have these foundational practices and then build on these different levels as our teachers are ready to grow their expertise in Canvas.
So our third why is the one I guess I just get the most passionate about is we wanted a way that we could inform our campus administration of this is what the teachers know and this is how we can grow them. We wanted the same for our learning leaders and then for also Carson and I's work. So we are using the data from this Canvas Academy that 130 of our teachers have gone through, and we're going to use it to create and draft these very specific learning plans to help all 100% of our teachers reach this goal so that next year we can add on to the foundation and just keep growing with it, but all together. In a minute, Carson will take you through the course and you'll be able to see all the hard work and time we've put in. But any course that you go to in Canvas, when you look on the left side, there is a part of it called a course navigation. And it's on the left side and it starts with home and it'll have syllabus and modules and announcements. And so the way we organized it is we just wrote every single one of them down and we started talking about if we could get all 130 teachers on our campus to have these things on the homepage, how impactful would that be? And then what about their syllabus? And what about their modules? And so we did the foundational level first. And then as we were throwing around ideas and different features that Canvas had, we started to emerge these ones that would be best practice and exemplary practice. So it's going to roll eventually be 3 waves, 3 levels that teachers will work through, and us helping 100% of teachers reach each level.
now what you guys have all been waiting for, we want you guys to see the course. So as we are going to do a quick simulation of what the course looks like, but as we're going through the course, there are 3 things that we want you to look at. Look for visual cues, an estimated time, those clear instructions. Also look for our personality within the course to make it engaging for our teachers. Look for options of learning when possible, and teacher examples. So you will see GCISD teachers modeling best practices in this course, and it's absolutely amazing. We also have clear directions and rubrics that give teachers that specific feedback that we ask our teachers to give students. So we built this course modeling what we want our teachers to be doing. So without further ado, we're going to get into this course. So this is the homepage of our course. So welcome to Canvas Academy. This is what all of our teachers have seen. We have our purpose and vision to just reinforce what we, the foundation of our learning for this course. If you click on this level 1 button, it will take you directly to an overview page. So teachers enrolled as students in this course will have an overview of what the course will look like. Along with that, we have an emoji key of what they're expected to do. So, for example, a book means they need to read something. A video means that they need to watch something, and there's teacher examples for them to watch, and so on. So over here, this is that navigation that Ashley was talking about. I'm going to click on modules here, and this is going to take us to their first module. So right here, we have even technology setup recommendations. So if there's any type of confusion of their expectations, we hopefully thought of that and we're able to take care of that here. So we are going to just walk through one of their tasks. We're not going to ask you to submit anything in Canvas Academy, don't worry, but we just want you to see what it looks like for one task submission. So for example, this is in order to learn how to create a homepage and using navigation. The teachers have a 2-minute activity where they read. They also have resources down here, and this is just setting those clear expectations. Next, we have a few options for teachers. So if they already have a homepage, we give them the option to skip this step. Then they also have option 2, and then this video is highlighting different teachers around the district that are utilizing homepages. The next page is a 3-minute activity, and again, we're highlighting teacher examples and modeling clear directions of what they need to do in order to successfully complete this activity. The next page are more teacher examples, and we've highlighted them here, and that's a video of Ashley walking through those teachers' courses and what's making them successful and highlighting what they're doing correctly. And then this is their task submission page. So here we have their requirements, their directions, and then links to anything that they need to help them successfully submit this assignment. If we scroll down, here's a clear rubric that walks them through exactly what they need to do to get the amount of points that they're willing to earn. The neat thing about this is on our end, when we're grading this work, we can quickly go through these rubrics, and this is what we ask our teachers to do, but we can also give them specific feedback and comments. So if it's not something, maybe they just need to refine what they're doing or make it even better, this is a great opportunity for us to give them those comments. Once they do that, they'll submit it, and we have 11 tasks for them to go through in order to successfully earn their level 1 Canvas Academy badge. So everyone sees this amazing GIF of Dr. Ryan at the end of each level, and that's just a quick highlight of the course.
I hate technology.
That is one of my most favorite pages in the entire course, Dr. Ryan. I can just imagine how it's going to spread like wildfire and how many more people will earn their badge sooner so they can see your gift again. So here, the last parts of this is just some teacher feedback and voice. So after everything we do at Colleyville Heritage, we always like to ask our teachers for voice, to always model for them, to always ask their students. And so there were 4 quotes that we pulled out that we took as evidence of meeting our goals. So this first one, there were video and reading options for each submitted requirement, which allowed choice in how we learn best. You offered more detailed instructions than Canvas, if we needed that, and as well as a quick video overview for those who might just need a refresher. So we took comments such as this to kind of align that we met our goal of trying to span the varying needs of our teachers, not trying to, cater to one side of the spectrum of where they are, but we kind of felt like we met our goal of meeting right in the middle. The next quote, I think mine is having a little lag. There it is. It's really organized very well. Why, thank you. I'm eager to work through the rest of this. And in the future, it is really helpful, even though frustrating for some people, I'm sure, to go through this after having worked through Canvas. But in the beginning, you don't know what you don't know, and now all the tips mean something. And we experienced this over and over. And in the beginning with growing with Canvas, it was a means to an end. But now that we do have, almost 6 months of experience with this, I'm confident that Canvas Academy can replace the Canvas version, and teachers will get exactly what they need from people who know them best. And due to growing with Canvas and experimenting so much already, I had the majority of the content already created and was able to take time to refine it and make it more beneficial for myself and my students. So this just makes our hearts glow, because the whole purpose of this was to further refine and align each of us, because we are, on my campus alone, 130 people with the same LMS, but it is so comprehensive that it can kind of work against us if we're not careful. So it's working to help us align our knowledge and skills. And the last one was, I loved the examples. I've been waiting to see what other teachers are doing all year, so thank you for that. And another one, I enjoy the alignment we are aiming for across our campus. I also appreciated seeing the great work and organizational skills my colleagues are doing and using. So again, a way to honor their hard work and how much time and energy and effort they've put in, and just to know that something you might look to be growing in Canvas could be the teacher next door, and they were just highlighted in that course. So we appreciate them for that.
So our last slide focuses on just looking forward. So what are we doing now? We're working with learning leaders to meet the goal of level 1 completion by February. We're celebrating and lifting up teachers when they earn their level 1 badges through recognition by receiving a virtual badge and also an actual badge that they can maybe put on their door or share, put on their email signature, something like that, to really uplift those teachers that are working hard and receiving these badges. We are enlisting curriculum and instruction members to help build depth and complexity moving forward for levels 2 and 3. So there will be continued collaboration with Ashley and I, but also with our AVID people and our blended learning specialists to focus on pedagogy and WICR to make sure all of those things are embedded within the things we develop. So we're all moving forward to reach goals. And lastly, embedding C&I goals to increase alignment across the district. So as we wrap up, again, thank you for your time tonight. Ashley and I have worked so hard on this, and we just know that it's what our teachers need. So thank you so much for letting us come here and take your time for the night.
I've never seen Dr. Ryan not have anything to say, so.
Well, I've got plenty to say. Did we put a mustache on that mask?
Yeah.
And it's competitive.
Carson and Ashley, thank you both so much. Wonderful presentation tonight. Trustees, do we have any questions for Becky?
Yeah. So, ladies, that was amazing. And I mean, when I saw this on the agenda, I thought, oh, Kyle's going to talk to us tonight. That was not Kyle. No offense to Kyle. He does amazing work. I especially want to let the board and the two of you know, you could not have planned this any better. So last week, the Senate Education Committee met, and one of the things that they were discussing was how virtual learning had gone so far here in the state of Texas. And I was listening to other school districts talk about the fact that they had to go out and buy 5,000 hotspots at the cost of $1.2 million and, trying to get enough devices into kids' hands. And then finally things got around to, what the impact is on teachers. And some of the comments centered around the fact that there's a desperate need for professional development to help teachers with this transition, and the fact that this was going to require staff who were not traditional classroom teachers. So exactly what you two are, which is instructional coaches, instructional technology coaches. And in fact, they even flat out said, don't have teachers doing tech support. And here we are right here. I cannot thank you two so much, and I wish that I had known this earlier because I would have had you testifying at that committee meeting. Thank you. This was amazing. I think almost all of the most successful programs in GCISD are organically grown, and as the former Dr. Newell used to say, we don't say no, we say how. And you two just did amazing things for all of our teachers and ultimately for our kids. Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to add something. Exactly. I mean, when you started out the first slide, kids were having to go to 10 places to find all their work, their assignments, and so forth. And you made the comment, yes, we went out and found a product, but we didn't GCISD-fy it yet. And here y'all are. You made it better. You built it for us. You know, we were already a district that had one-to-one devices that we've had for years. We've had the hotspots. Al and his team ordered more hotspots for our economic disadvantages or those that just had slow service and not the right speed. But you can build it, but if you don't have the tools and they know how to use it, and then here y'all go, you make it accessible and easy to navigate for the teachers so they can use it and for the students as well. So thank you so much for what you have done, because I've seen relief in my own kids using it online and as well. So thank y'all. Nice job.
Thank you, Louie and Becky. Jesse, any questions? Anything else? None? Dr. Ryan?
I can just wrap up by saying we started with Canvas several years ago with iUniversity Prep. And so that's the system that they've been using. And so we knew that it was robust and we knew that we could do it. And so I do appreciate the folks that are always the trailblazers at iUniversity Prep to try to do things first. But taking something to scale is really, really difficult in a large organization. And our teachers have just done tremendous work, and it's been so frustrating and difficult, and you know that you want to quit and you want to not do it, and you want to go back to what we were doing before, but they've stuck with it, and with the help of the people at our campuses and the people that are centrally deployed, that you know, everywhere I go, Janie and her team just get tons of praise from everybody, because you're out there and you're doing the job that you're supposed to be doing, which is helping teachers do this work. You know, when we have to offer in-person and remote learning at the same time, and most of our secondary teachers have got to do that, it's very, very challenging. It's very challenging to have the type of education for both remote and in-person learners that's the same. And that's really what our charge is. It's the same grading process. It's the same GPA. It's the same course credit. So the courses need to be the same. Canvas allows us to do that. And it's just getting better and better as we go. But when we start thinking about professional development days like we had before, and a lot of people wonder what they do all day on those professional development days. Well, our people are working really hard and to design work that really is exactly what our teachers need. And you can tell from the comments and from the type of robust nature of what we've got that we just kind of hit a home run on this one at Colorado Heritage. And when I talked to our principals about this, and I mentioned the work of Janie and Carson and Ashley, all of a sudden they were in great demand all over GCISD, because they designed such a fantastic learning environment for our teachers. So thank you, Ashley, for stopping me in the middle of the hallway. Thank you for showing me that. Carson, thank you for helping Ashley design that work. Janie, thank you for your leadership, and Kyle, of course, and the folks that are, really at the forefront of our success of our students and teachers and our community here in GCISD.